can really evaluate who the top teams are.
Well, Kevin, I don't think there's any question about it. There are a handful of teams we knew coming into the season would be at the top. But now, as you look, there are additional teams starting to open our eyes, and we're going to have to wait and see what happens with the trade deadline to see who can make a move to close that gap at the top.
And one of the beauties of an 82-game schedule, right? You have a long time to prove yourself.
No doubt about it. There are phases to an NBA season. We're about to enter the most important one.
Now, Golden State's starting five. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. Then there's Moody. Then there's Brandon Pajemski and Richard.
Such an advantage to have a big man who can dish it like Draymond.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Tyson. Back to Mitchell. Cleveland moving the ball around. Runner no good. And here's Golden State coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Well, they just never looked comfortable out there, and part of that is the defense they were facing.
Butler played in with a nice touch off the glass.
That is a strong move by Butler. So tough in there.
Pass to Tyson. The 3 from Garland. The Warriors pull it in.
3 attempts from the field with nothing to show for it, but they should settle in soon.
Here's Richard. No good from outside. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Pass to Mitchell. Kicks it out to Garland. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
That was their 4th straight miss to start this game. Not ideal.
And that one's good by Butler.
Richard. And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Warriors. They're right now in the 8th spot in the conference here in the early part of the season.
And seeing where the Warriors are, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, they're right where we thought they would be, and that's okay. Improvement rarely happens overnight.
Here's Tyson, defended by Moody. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Finally able to knock one down. Hopefully, the lid is off the basket.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. Well, it's been a remarkable comeback story for Lonzo Ball. He became the first player ever to undergo cartilage replacement surgery on his left knee. Now, with a role on a winning team in Cleveland, this is a great situation for a player whose IQ for the game is as good as ever.
A cagey veteran. Okay, thank you, Shams. Pajemski, the bounce pass. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
And he knocks down the first one. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003, soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
And he makes both free throws. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Tyson. Green against Mobley. Now, here's Garland. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get two there.
And stolen by Hunter. Here's Tyson. Still scoreless. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Drops in the tray.
And got rid of it promptly. Mitchell wasting no time.
Pajemski with it. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Here's Butler. Hits the close-range jumper. Butler's got 6.
That's exactly the look they wanted.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Outside Garland. Pass to Hunter. Mitchell outside. That one falls. He's got 11.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Pajemski finds Butler. Green with a screen on Hunter. Butler passes to Moody. And it's off from three-point range. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Mobley misses. The Warriors have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Butler, no good.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
Outside Garland. Pass to Mitchell. Takes a 3. Pajemski grabs the board.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Butler on the wing. 6 points for him. And he gets the bucket.
Not many guys with Butler's build have his skill set inside.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 4. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
The coaching staff had them prepared with a great game plan, and they went out and executed it.
Here's Richard. Sinks the triple.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pass to Hunter. Now, here's Mitchell. He's tightly guarded. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers. checked in for Mitchell. Let's take a look at the numbers for him. Now Pajemski. Pass to Moody. Three-pointer, Butler. Evan Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Here's Richard. And again, no good by Golden State. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Inside, here's Mobley, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now just a 1-point Warrior lead. The Warriors have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Pass to Butler. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Back to Garland. Jacks up a 3. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pass to Pajemski. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Now it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
You know, throughout his career, Green has been a reliable point forward, a big guy who can really orchestrate an offense.
For 3, Hunter. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Butler. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And from technical fouls, 10 to flagrant fouls, it always seems like Draymond Green is walking that line and in the crosshairs.
Walking that line or stomping on that line. I don't know what, but it's where he seems to want to live. You love that competitive fire. You just have to make sure it doesn't cross the line where he hurts his team.
But don't you think he knows exactly what he's doing at all times?
He understands most officials don't want to give him that second technical, that's for sure.
Mitchell wide open. Drills the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 16 points.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. With a break in the action, let's see which teams have come away with the most steals in the NBA this season. In third, the Warriors.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Warriors leading by 3. Outside Butler. Nice D from Bryant.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter. And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. The Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this, guys."
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Quentin Post is checked in for Draymond Green. Horford comes in for Butler. And it's Buddy Hield in for Moody. And here's Mitchell from the arc. The Warriors pull it in.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
A remarkable interior presence. Horford's a veteran who still has those polished post moves.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
First team foul.
One shot.
At the line for one, Dean Wade.
Greg, last season, the Cavaliers with 64 wins. That's the third most in franchise history.
But crushing disappointment, then losing in the second round. They knew they'd be criticized and acknowledged they need to be tougher mentally.
And there's the bucket from Kuminga.
Yeah, Kuminga's confidence is growing down there. Now when he gets the ball inside, he's actually looking to capitalize.
Wade passes to Bryant. No good on the triple. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They lead by 4. Kuminga kicks to Horford. Mitchell against Melton. Back to Horford from the arc. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kuminga. There's 14 seconds left here in the first quarter. For 3, Mitchell hits it from three-point range. Mitchell's got 21.
But how about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Warriors lead by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
You give any team this many second chance opportunities, it's going to put you in control.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Horford. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Buddy Hield, and it's Post in at the 5 spot. Melton passes to Kuminga. Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Mitchell. 5 to shoot. Over Hield. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
From deep. Hield can't hit. The Cavaliers leading. And Merrill has it in the corner. Off target with his 3. Warriors shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Hield kicks to Melton. Pass to Post. To the inside. Here's Kuminga. Count that bucket. Kuminga's got his second basket.
Well, you better bring more than that if you want to try to knock Kuminga off balance. He just plows his way right through that contact.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
It's time to get down with your mascot. Let's go.
Cleveland making a change here. Travers is checked in. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. We look at Cleveland. Right now they're in 7th in the conference, looking to build on their record.
Well, I think for Cleveland, they've looked decidedly average here in the early stages of the season. And that's shocking when you consider the kind of success they're coming off from a year ago.
Well, no franchise likes to be living in mediocrity. The good news is they still have plenty of time to improve.
Mitchell's shrugging off the contact. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I got to go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Beyond the arc. Warriors with the rebound.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Impressive display of focus there from Hield. Never lost sight of the rim.
Porter's checked in for Cleveland. On the free throw, no good. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. Why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
Shoot 2.
No good on that one. And the Warriors making a change here. Kuminga's checked in. And he's good on the second. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, pass to Horford. Outside Butler. And there's Butler with the flush.
And if Butler gets going, he is not going to let up. He will continue to attack over and over again.
Wade sets the pick for Ball. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Now here's Butler. 12 points for him. To the middle, here's Horford. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
For three, Mitchell. And another miss by Cleveland.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Left side, Porter. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
Defensive foul. Brandon Podjemski.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Green, he's checked in for Al Horford.
One shot.
And Porter, no good on that one. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Porter kicks to Garland. Garland with a screen on Green. Mobley. And another miss by Cleveland. Warriors leading by 4. Kuminga bounce pass. Here's Butler. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart. But Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
That free throw missing. Tim, these days, things are changing for modern NBA big men.
Well, there is no doubt when I played, every team had 4 or 5 legitimate post players, and the ball went in to the low post regularly throughout the game. I think now the difference is you have to have versatility in your game. Teams are looking for bigs that can shoot it, handle it, and facilitate.
Valuable pieces for sure. Pass to Hunter. Takes the 3. They get it again. And Mobley throws it down hard.
And that's just opportunistic basketball. Mobley carving out space and then cashing in on the second chance opportunity.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Here's Richard. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Making it look easy. Mobley using that size at the rim.
Well, their pass to Green. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Okay, time for an injury report.
Hey guys, the Cavaliers head athletic trainer gave me an update. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. As we get into the season, injuries becoming more common. In this case, he's been given the green light to keep playing. He'll just have to be more careful moving forward. Guys?
Allie, thanks as always. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that. but that does not sound encouraging.
Well, it's the reality of our game. Let's hope he's back on the court soon. That is a tough loss.
A solid mid-range shooter. Hunter knows where his strengths are.
And here is Butler. He's got 15. 6 to shoot. Cavaliers with the rebound. Outside Garland. Ball up top. Cleveland moving the ball around. Mobley a screen. Pass to Garland. No good. That would have tied it.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
And Hunter, here we go. Good. Hunter's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
A shooter shoot, and he didn't quit. Much better performance this quarter.
Butler takes it in. Shoots a fader. Garland with the rebound.
Well, that's a good high percentage shot. He just couldn't convert.
And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Pass to Podziemski. And here is Green. Now Butler. Outside Kuminga. Here's Podziemski. And the Warriors miss again. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Cleveland. They trail by 1. And here's Garland for 3. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Pass to Kuminga. Now Podziemski. Guarded by Garland. Green the screen to end the cold streak. And it's Green with the jam.
Well, a lot of miles on those legs, but Green can still get up occasionally to flush it.
Here's Tyson. At the top of the key, Hunter. Mobley kicks to Garland. Let's go. And he's finally able to knock one down.
Garland, so intelligent on the floor, the kind of player you want taking over in that pick and roll.
Pass to Podziemski. To the paint. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Darius Garland, he's a true point guard. He said, I try to get everybody involved. That's how I grew up. My dad always said, play the right way and it'll come back to you. But with this kind of shooting touch, the Cavaliers have asked him to look for his own offense a bit more. Guys, back to you.
Yep, more than capable. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Down low, Green with the block.
Oh, wow, he gets that right at the rim. Just perfect timing by Green on that block.
Butler on the way, covered by Mobley. Puts the move on. Mobley with the block. Pass to Garland. Back to Hunter. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
And continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Outside Butler. Here's Podziemski. He's got 5. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
The Warriors have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Lonzo Ball. The Warriors also with a sub. Moses Moody, he's checked in for Kuminga. Free throw good, Podziemski. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Mobley outside. Mitchell outside. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Garland. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Oh, Mitchell so good inside.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors ahead. They're up by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. Oh, so close. Give it up for the participant.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game.
They've been playing very unselfish. I'm telling you, these guys are feeding off the ball movement, and as a basketball fan, it's wonderful to watch, Shaq.
Yeah, no Tyler Ball from them. That's why they're getting the good looks. Get it, Tyler Hero?
Tyler Ball, Hero Ball.
I knew you would understand, Ernie.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
In the game against the Bulls, they have to be feeling pretty confident. Good teams win the games they're supposed to. We'll find out how good they are.
You can beat a team and still not be a good team. I want to see how they play.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
The Warriors leading. The highly skilled guard pair of Garland and Mitchell. Mobley is out there with Hunter. And it's Tyson in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Pass to Pajemski. No good on the 3. Now Cleveland shooting at 46%, making some buckets. For the tie, Tyson with the bucket. Tyson's got the first bucket of the third here for Cleveland.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Pajemski grabs the board. Pajemski's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Green. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Garland dishes to Mitchell. Here's Tyson. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Here's Richard. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 13.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Outside Garland. Launches a 3. Drains the three-pointer. Garland's got 5 now.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Green inside. Mobley's there. And there's Green on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 4 assists in the game. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. The guy is all about winning.
From outside, off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The 3 from Garland. They get it back. The 3 doesn't get it to drop for him. Warriors leading by 4. Pass to Butler. Fades. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Tyson. Back to Mitchell. Pulls up, high post, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Mitchell's got 29.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Green with a screen on Garland. Here's Podziemski. Doesn't go that time. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the 3rd quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And it's the Warriors on the break. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Mitchell outside. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell for the tie, and Mobley lays it in. Mobley's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
And the defense so concerned with Mitchell in the 2-man game. That opens things up for others. Nice find.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Checked in for Cleveland. And now that we have a moment, let's see the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA. Number 5, the Warriors.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Mobley. Pass to Hunter. Now here's Mobley. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And let's review some numbers for Evan Mobley. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. While they're passing to Moody, trying to find Green. He's got it now. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. So it's the Warriors now. Pass to Podziemski. Fires the 3. A nice shot by Moody. Moody's got 6.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Mobley outside. Garland surveying the D. For three, Hunter. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Moody with it. 6 points for him. To the middle. Here's Green. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
Now here's Garland. He's defended by Podziemski. Garland, no good.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Pass to Podziemski. Now here's Green, covered by Mobley. Mobley with the block.
That's the defensive player of the year there. Mobley with the denial, making sure the ball didn't get to the rim.
Pass to Hunter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Mobley. Great D that time from Green. Warriors leading by 5. Butler on the attack.
That is smooth. Butler showing you excellent ball control to create that space.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Please give a big round of applause to your Cavaliers Houston team.
Mitchell's checked in for Sam Merrill. And Ball subbed in for Garland. Kuminga's come in for the Warriors.
For your Cleveland Cavs mini.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Mitchell outside. Mobley a screen. A 3, Hunter. Green with the rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Pass to Moody. Green with a screen on Hunter. A nice shot by Moody.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Now Hunter. He's got 8. Mobley finds Mitchell to end the run. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Podziemski. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Cleveland. Ryan's checked in for Mobley. Wade comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Sam Merrill in for Ball. Al Horford is checked in for the Warriors. And so it's Cleveland with it. It's a 13-point game. Now, here's Mitchell. He's guarded closely. Screen by Bryant. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Mitchell. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Richard, covered by Mitchell. Pass to Podziemski. And the Warriors take on 2 more.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Mitchell passes to Bryant. They could use a bucket. Wade for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
With the fadeaway. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Golden State's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Moody's shot is off. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Back to Bryant. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Moody. And the rejection by Bryant. And it's Horford with the extra effort. 1:46 left to play in the third. Mitchell passes to Bryant. Here's Tyson. And the shot goes down. Tyson's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Out to the right wing. Kuminga finds Moody. Drills it from outside.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Mitchell dials it up from distance.
As a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has been unshakable.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Cleveland making a change here. Porter's checked in. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that have really been controlling the boards during the past month. The Cavaliers 4th.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
And 1:01 left here in the third quarter. Melton passes to Butler. And he makes good on the layup. Butler's got 19 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Melton with the steal. For the finish, rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Pass to Mitchell. On the wing, Bryant. The three. Another three for Cleveland.
Well, he hit 4 threes in the first, and now he's drained 2 more here in the second quarter. Absolutely on fire from deep.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Jimmy Butler earning himself another whistle. He knows how to draw contact.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Butler.
You know, there's always a lot of talk around Jimmy Butler, but the fact is this. When the game is on the line, Butler can raise his effort level. It's almost unmatched in this league.
And so Butler nails both of them. 11 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Mitchell. The kick out to Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, he knows it's a team effort. It's about finding the best shot, not just his shot.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Jonathan Kuminga. Jimmy Butler is out there with Horford. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. And it's Hield in at the shooting guard position. And so here's Cleveland, down by 15. Here's Mitchell.
Yeah, he just didn't account for the wingspan of Kuminga. That is great D right there by the young fella.
Pass to Butler. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Bryant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Porter. Now Bryant. And here is Mitchell. Defended by Kuminga. 5 on the clock. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Horford kicks to Kuminga. Golden State moving it around. Butler. Top of the key jumper, no good.
But that's a look you rarely see him miss.
Pass to Merrill. And here is Mitchell. Porter dishes to Wade. From deep, Bryant. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Now here's Porter. Wade, a screen on Melton. Wade outside, shoots it up. Horford with the rebound.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity.
Through tight coverage, Butler knocks it down.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Pass to Mitchell. Just a little under 2.5 minutes of Mitchell. Explosive finish.
And it's just amazing what Donovan Mitchell has become. Can't do it any better than that.
To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Mitchell outside. From deep, Bryant. Warriors with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Warriors lead by 17.
Because you have to respect that outside shot. The drive is often there for Hield.
For three, Mitchell. They get it back. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second team foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And they have left the defense scrambling because they have found success in the paint, which has allowed them to play inside out.
And the first one drops. Garland is checked in for Mitchell. Then for the Warriors, Green is checked in for Kuminga. And Curry subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And just the way pilots use VR to train, now NBA officials can do the same.
Yeah, it's all about reps, right? Getting them with the headset in a lower stress setting helps prepare them to make the right call when the lights are brightest.
The Cavaliers trail by 16. Right side, Garland. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Hield, the pass to Butler. Back to Hield. Horford sets a screen for Hield. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, fortunately, as he searches for his scoring rhythm, they still have the lead for now.
Pass to Merrill. Back to Wade. The three from Garland. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Butler's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Jimmy Butler at the line for one.
One shot.
The Cavaliers trail by 19. And Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
Outside Butler. Back to Podziemski. Green with a screen on Porter. Here's Podziemski. And Green slams it in.
That's just great hustle by Green. Few players in this league play as hard as Draymond.
Porter passes to Mobley. Now Garland. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Hunter for three. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Podziemski. Porter with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Cleveland.
Number 45, Donovan Mitchell.
Here's Podziemski. Fires from the wing. Score the basket, his fifth of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes. The Cavaliers trail by 21. they've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Garland with the bucket.
And man, is Garland fun to watch on the break. He really turns on the Jets.
And here is Butler. Shoots the three. Unable to get that one. Outside Garland. Pass to Mobley. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got his 5th assist in this one. Warriors leading by 17. Richard covered by Mitchell. Here's Green. Now Pajemski. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Mobley sets the pick for Garland. That three off the mark.
It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
Back to Butler. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Butler's got 9 points in the quarter.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
The deep three from Mitchell. Misses the three.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Back to Green. To the inside. Here's Butler. Hunter with some nice defense. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Pass to Garland. Floats it up there for Mobley. It's stolen by Green. Now, here's Moody. Releases. Garland with the rebound. Garland's got 4 rebounds in this game. Baseline try. Here's Mobley. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Green. Here's Butler. Good D by Mitchell. Well, Cleveland shooting an appalling 26% in the fourth quarter. Garland kicks to Mitchell.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell, willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul.
At the line for Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
And people still talk about Mitchell being undersized. I think he's proven his athleticism more than makes up for that.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Warriors leading by 17. Pass to Pajemski. Outside Green. Outside Butler. Launches it. And it's Tyson with the rebound. Tyson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here is Mitchell. Another shot. And down goes the layup.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Pajemski with it. Now Moody. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Garland rips down the board.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Mitchell. Difficult make there for Mitchell.
Physical finish from Mitchell, a guy who has no problem playing through contact.
Warriors leading by 13.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2
Green with a screen on Garland. Now Butler. Hunter there for the rebound. And the Cavaliers with possession. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And he gets it, 1 to go.
Again, it's Donovan Mitchell with a huge night. One of the premier players in our league.
Here's Green. Butler deciding where to go with it. Card earned by Butler.
This is how Jimmy Butler likes to operate. He welcomes the challenge inside.
Garland fires. And get the 3. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Warriors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Butler.
If this were a crime scene, he would be questioned because his fingerprints are all over it.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Buries the deep ball.
3 points.
See the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.